So I started recording and then I realized the mic was like off. Yeah, well, it wasn't recording. So basically what I was talking about here was how I wasn't interested in entrepreneurship to begin with. I've always been an engineering person. And then things changed and I got into engineering. I got into entrepreneurship, so that's where we stand right now. Stay tuned and try to follow what's coming.
Business. That's what I wanted to do. I just want to do the technology side. I want to do the engineering, the design, the manufacturing. That's what I want. But I don't know. You experience things in life that really make you wanna, go that extra step and be like, if I don't have people to do it with me, or if I don't have people I can do it for, let me do it for myself. Because I look at not to say I don't want to go to school after matric. I'm currently doing matric, right? 2026 is my matric year. Not that I don't want to go to school after that. I'm definitely going to go to school because, I want to pursue engineering in its depth. Like, it's a passion of mine. The only problem is the education system. Let me be specific about it. The South African education system, I feel, has failed a lot of us. Because, let's be straightforward. What the South African education system does is create employees. That's how you kill innovation. That is the best way to kill innovation. I don't know if there's any other way. If you don't want I'm gonna bring it back to the youth, because they always say we're the future, right? If you don't want your youth to change the direction in which we're going right now, because currently we're not trending in the right direction, right? If you don't want your youth to change that, this is why we're forever going to be under the control of the elderly with an elderly mentality. But that is not the point. So what I'm doing with SAORBS is trying to create a branch in the conveyor belt that's already putting us through the same factory line. It's like a production line of employees. Next. Yeah, but me, I don't want that thing. It's not to say everybody's going to be a founder. It's not to say everyone's going to be a CEO, everyone's going to own a business. That's impossible. Because, then an economy comes to a standstill. The moment everybody becomes a business person, then that's when everybody becomes broke. Yeah, well, not to say, I'm not to saying too many things now. I was supposed to put a did. Me, I don't want to cut bloopers out of this video. Like, it must be natural. Everything must be in there. You must see the real me. Yeah, well, it's fine. So, I've discussed who I am. Have I? So content creation is so not my thing. Me, I can't keep a straight face. And this whole me, I thing, guys, I know how to speak proper English. It's just a thing of, like, my generation has killed me. We have killed each other. Like, as though we don't know how to speak. We know how to speak, but it's a habit. Like, the tongue gets used to it sometimes. So please excuse me with the me, I, and, the janky English. It just happens. So what am I doing? I'm creating this new branch of innovation. What do I mean by that? Let people go free. Let people learn practically. That's what I'm doing. Theory is not for everyone, because we can all be chasing the same goal, but I believe there's multiple ways to get to that place. I'm fortunate to say I did enjoy theory for a large portion of my life, and hence I never gave up on my mission. I never gave up on my goal from an early stage, because I did enjoy the theory side of physics, mathematics, and the engineering aspect as a whole. Until I gave myself a taste of the practical, I was like, this is what I need. Had I gotten the practical experience from a young age, you have places like your Young Engineers. It's not a place, it's an organization, I think. Young Engineers teaches children, engineering aspects physically, like with your robotics, with Legos. You play, get your hands dirty, play in the field so you actually know what you're doing. Because it doesn't help to teach equations. This is not equations, but I do have equations here actually. But now I must take down my paper. This paper right here is what gave me, is it visible? Yeah. This is what gave me my first taste of the practical side of engineering. These are equations that have to do with designing a rocket nozzle. That's not the right word. A rocket engine, but the nozzle portion of it. And then I started playing around with these equations, And they gave me a tough time. My maths wasn't strong enough at that time. My physics wasn't strong enough either. So that's when I got into coding, because, excuse me, I then wrote, software that just calculates all of these things, and then done. I'm not going to get into the journey of how I learned coding. This is still an introduction of me. There's also one thing people tell me. I think I have ADHD because I hop from one thing to the next. Guys, this is all me. I'm still on the question of, who are you? Who is Lesego? That's where I still am right now. But I think I missed the point. Yeah, no, I missed the point. Next. Come back. We're gonna go to question 2. Question 2 is why aerospace. And I know it's a weird question to pop up now because I didn't explain it earlier. But the whole point of SAORBS is to build South Africa's first orbital launch vehicle. Meaning I want to build an orbital rocket. A reusable one, hopefully, Yeah, guys, this thing is not easy. But if I so manage to, build a rocket in the first place, might as well make it reusable, because launch it, get it back, and do it again. I don't want to do it for the profits. I just want to do it for the, adrenaline rush. I want to do it for the thrill. But unfortunately, life doesn't work like that. So it is going to end up becoming a whole business model of SAORBS, which is operating in the aerospace field. Unfortunately, there is already, I know UKZN. Yeah, UKZN and some other company, I forgot their name. They're working on, I'll put their logo or name somewhere there. They're already working on research regarding a orbital rocket from South Africa. So, looking at the timeline, looking at where I am and where they are, they're probably going to beat me to it in terms of doing it first. But the point is, I still want to do it. Competition is healthy. And the next question comes to, why South Africa? Gobi like higher. Gobi. Here in the land, Mzansi, bruh, it's not right. It's not okay. There's a lot to fix in this country. But we're not gonna focus on that. Yeah, I don't like politics. Politics is just so not my thing. Let's just do things for the vibes, guys. So why South Africa? For one, South Africa it's a beautiful location for a sun-synchronous orbit, and these days we're having a bigger market for such orbits. Satellites that require a sun-synchronous orbit. I don't know now, make the video boring. The video is supposed to be for entrepreneurs, not engineers, but it's fine. Let's just do everything. If you don't know more about sun-synchronous orbits, and basically if you don't know more about orbital dynamics, it's orbital mechanics, dynamics, same difference. If I know more about orbital mechanics and the actual engineering side of it, comment down there at the bottom, and then I'll probably make another series based on the engineering aspect, for the nerds out there like myself. But this is not what we're going to focus on for today. So that's why I want to do in South Africa. For one, I feel like we're being exploited by the companies outside, by the foreign companies that are doing it. Like, there's great agencies out there. We have China doing amazing stuff in aerospace. The US is doing amazing stuff with SpaceX there, with aerospace. We have 2 American giants, SpaceX and Blue Origin. They're doing amazing things in the world of rockets, satellites, and everything space, basically. And then we have your other launch providers out there as well. You have your European space agencies, you have your Japanese agencies, you have Russia. But the whole point is, we're being exploited because we don't have any option from home. We're being overcharged, like seriously, to get things into space. And yeah, I know they come out there and they be like, no, we charge fairly, but it's really not the case. But like I said, I don't like politics. Yeah, and it's just the whole thrill of doing it at home. Let's fix home before we go do things out there. Let's fix here. Start go home ground. Let's go our goal first before we can sign on for other clubs out there. Yeah, so that is why I'm doing it in South Africa. And it just makes things a whole lot harder. Yeah, it's difficult to do anything in Mzansi. With our current situation, it's difficult to do anything in South Africa. And the hardest things to do are the most interesting things to do. So let's get into it. And then when I was writing this thing, the other question was, why not simply leave the country and work elsewhere? I feel like that's the same thing as why South Africa. Now let's get into how I got here. How I got here. Let's look at young SAORBS. When it all started, I was making rockets with bottles. I have a whole box. Let me show you my box of things. This is my box of things that I work with. Okay, no, if I tip it over, it's gonna like spill stuff. But it's full of electronics, cables, and a whole other bunch of mechanical stuff and tools and whatnot. That was when I was making rockets out of Coke bottles, small rockets, like motor rockets, out of Coke bottles. I never actually launched one. For one, like you can't just launch a rocket from your backyard where I live. I didn't know that, but I did learn that as I was getting ready for launch. And then I was gonna go to Asganga. Do you know what Asganga? Asganga is an empty portion of piece of land, like a huge piece of it's Asganga, bruh. You from South Africa, you know. Not a dump site like where it's filthy, but ehlathini. My phone's about to die. But ehlathini or wherever, you know, I was gonna go there and launch these things. But like I started documenting, as I'm documenting this now, I started documenting the whole process of building the rockets. I'll show some stuff actually. Bomala, like I still have some CAD models, but I'll show you all of that. It's gonna come here. It's making rockets. I was designing fins. I was making nozzles. I was making, like, I was so serious. I made a nozzle out of Play-Doh. What did I call it? I forgot what I called. Oh, the rocket itself was MK1. The type of Play-Doh that I made, it wasn't your Play-Doh that you play with. I mixed it differently with some different stuff so I could give it better thermal properties. Because it's a nozzle. Gets hot. And we don't have cooling. Guys, come on. Think about this. Focus. Then I was making rockets, and then I made, in my journey of learning how to code, I learned how to make websites.
Now remember, Bente, I won't remove any part of this video. You must see everything. Magano didn't mean you must hear everything. This part of the video, NJ. Let's just not make sure.
Okay, yeah. So basically, we learned HTML. HTML is not coding. It is code. You know what? We learned HTML, and then I knew how to make websites, and then I improved my skills by learning JavaScript and CSS, on the side there by myself. I started studying those languages, and then I learned enough. I thought I learned enough, and I started making a website for SAORBS. I was so hyped about that website. The day it went live, I felt like the whole world saw it. Can't you know? People must get the link to see my site. Like I knew nothing. I was so pissed to see why can't I just go on Google and search like SAORBS and the new website available. But there's a whole lot of SEO that must go into that. I was like, I wanted to give up. Our COO currently at SAORBS. He reached out to me at that time. We weren't working together at that time. He's like, hey girl, I saw you have a website. Like, oh yeah, I have a website. How'd you make that? I tell you, I know. We learned it in CAD, HTML, da. And he's like, do you know you could monopolize on this? Monopolize? What are you talking about? Me, I wasn't focusing on the money. I just wanted my rockets. I was like, okay, I'm listening. And he's telling me we can make websites for growing businesses or small businesses like us. Not in South Africa generally, but like obviously we start here at home. Then I'm like, okay, I'm listening. Let's do it. I'm not gonna get into the small details because that gets boring. Like, we struggled. Do not struggle. Struggle is trying to sell websites to a business in the age of AI. That's a struggle. That's a struggle right there. But it's fine. And then like, okay, let's do it. We started doing some market research, started looking around. There's a lot of businesses that could use websites, but they don't have. Then we start reaching out to them. First of oil. We are 2 grade 11 students in the middle of somewhere in South Africa. We don't have offices. We don't have resources. The only resources we have is this laptop right here. That was the only resource we had, basically. Even today, that's the only resource we have. And then you call people, I saw your business. Oh, I'm still shaky. I don't even know what I'm doing. Hi, how are you? Is this dude company name? And then yeah, I talk. How could we help you? Like, okay, so I came across your website. I was looking for a pest control. Obviously, I must make a story so you keep them on the line. I was looking for pest control, but I noticed that you don't have a website or anything. So I came across your things on Google Maps. I came across your business on Google Maps. I'm like, oh, yes. So can we help you since you found us? I'm like, yes, you can help me, but let me help you first. Yo, poof, that's where it all goes down the drain. They'll be like, what do you mean? I said, let's make you, so we're willing to make you a website and then we list our price. We're very cheap, like 3 clips. Yeah, 300 rands. Let's make you a website. We handle hosting. There was a features on our old website, our old SAORBS website. Our current SAORBS website is completely different to what we had at first. I think I still have the source files. If I do, show it here somewhere. Wave. If I didn't show it, then you saw me waving my hand, which is nice, but it's fine. So I'm telling him now, we can make your website, and then I'm telling him this is the features we can include. WhatsApp ordering. I don't know how to do a back end for a website, so I can't promise him a whole ordering system. And I thought, I was like, yeah, we'll link it to your WhatsApp. Oh, people can order your sprays and pest control things on WhatsApp. And then he's on some, okay, no, we're listening, we're interested. Like, you're interested? And he's like, yeah, but money. I'm like, no. Oh, and then it's like, some of them start questioning if we can actually do this because we don't have a portfolio. Remember, just 2 grade 11 students with an idea. And then we're like, we want to keep the client. So I'm like, no, give me 2 days and then I'll whip up a demo for you fast, so that you can see that what we're really doing. And then if you're interested in keeping it, you pay. We finish the product, like the full production website. And then, that's case closed, sealed. And it's like, okay, great. You'll talk to me within 1 or 2 days once you have the demo done. Sharp. Yo, I go to school. I'm thinking about it. That's always, yo, let the money come in. You see, that's where the mistake happens. Let the money come in. Focus on the money. That's not what you do. Let the money come in. Imalangen. Yo, come back from school. Shama homework, fast, done. Study Leo 1 hour extra here because who wants to fail grade 11? Study. And I'm still a books person, so that's also the thing. That's why books first and then SAORBS after. Yeah, but once I'm done, I'm going to say, okay, I have 30 minutes to an hour before I really want to go to bed. Oh, there's so much to explain. Yeah, this is why we make limited series. Because I'm remembering when I see these things on the wall. You know where this comes from? This is my study timetable. But we'll get back to that. See, this is where ADHD comes in. When I see good to have extra time, even a laptop, we're coding. I made your website yamaphela. Oh, the website being the cockroaches because it's a pest control business. And I was ready with it looks funny on the best. That thing did not look funny on the best. Let me even open it here. Let me open it so I can see it while I talk to you, and I'll also put it there. The video, you'll also see it yourself. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, angishayile. I'll shanga next. It looks scrappy. Where in a classroom somewhere. But at that time I was like, on. Where's this way? Let me open it. Cuts kancane. Damn, you the website actually kind of looks dope. Like you for like amateur me back in my days. This thing looks nice, guys. He doesn't know what he missed out on. I'm actually gonna look at this company now and see if they actually this business and see if they have a website. If they don't, I'm gonna reach out to him and tell him, but your website is still here, and it's fresh. I'm gonna show it there on screen. Boop. If I didn't show it, then you just saw me doing weird things again. But I'm probably gonna try show it on the screen. Shy website, I'm telling you, dog, the website is done. Poof! Blue tick. Time is yeah, list my client approach it. Like this long list with these are the people who must approach. This is where I see which we have the best chances at actually making conversion, making a sale. Kevin, anyways, that person, Futakso Kevin, they can't sue me. That was the wrong name. I read it wrong. And I say Kevin, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin. Kevin. Yabo. Ungiyabona Kevin shaya boutique. Boom, sesishayile le website efresh kanje. Easy link, ama-press ama-button ngikisa ku-WhatsApp yakakawo straight. I'm gonna do a screen recording. You wanna see this? Yabo? Kevin. Boo! So Kevin, now I'm using that name because yabo. Yabona sengenza iwebsite enamaphela, inamagundwane, inama-termites, what, kawushange bomb. Like, looking at this thing every day was making me feel, But it's fine. Get experience again. Get experience of working with people. People give you false hope. Like, if you don't want my service, tell me, good to know, alright. Okay, we'll see after the demo. We send Lukawa link a demo, he likes it. Yabo. He responded, obviously, like a few days later. And I was like, yeah, I like it. I'll get back to you. Oh, get back to you, whoop. Even today, I'm still waiting for Kevin to get back to me. Didn't get back to me, but it's fine. Experience. Yeah, and then we reached out to other people. I'm not gonna go through every business and every interaction now because that just makes the video long. And as notice I'm how many minutes, man. So, sharp. At some point, I was like, oh, I tell our COO, man, it's not make sure, come. It's not make sure. We need to really start looking into how we're gonna do this. Then we explored options like AI. But that in our exploring of AI, it came across to me with it. We can't sell people AI work because the same way we're doing it is the same way they can do it themselves. It's gonna be very difficult to sell people that. And I know, go about TikTok and Instagram, you come across these reels where people show you how to make an AI website fast, and then they sell it. Guys, believe me, I'm coming from the field, like deep inside the field. It's a point where I wasn't even selling AI work. I was selling my own labor for peanuts. I was going to get paid peanuts, like 300 rand for a website. And right today, you're ripping yourself off. You should be selling websites for upwards of 1,000 rand. Yeah, like a proper website. And then I noticed, because if it's so difficult to sell my own bare hands, like my work, and then you wanna try to sell people the AI work. AI work is very visible. You can tell when a website is AI. But yeah, I know this is like AI. Yeah, but and if they can do it themselves, selling it is just gonna be a mission and a half. And I'm like, let's drop this whole business thing. Willem have never been interested in business, not that. And the year no Kapatia is an entrepreneur. Yeah, so to him, maybe like we took a break, and then he started brainstorming different ideas. He used to come to me with ideas. Let's try this. Like, yeah, okay, sharp, let's try it. What do you have to lose? It succeeds. No, actually, nothing ever succeeded. It just kept on failing. But failure is a part of the journey. That's what you need to understand. Failure teaches you a lot of things. Right now, where we're at with SA Street Eats, the new app that we're going to be launching. I'll put the logo there, so get ready. Yeah, but SA Street Eats is really going to make it big, or I have hope that it's really going to make it big because of all the experience that I've gotten from SAORBS Digital Systems. SAORBS was called Digital Systems at first. I will what? Put its old logo, yeah, before and after. We rebranded now to SAORBS Corporation. We're a corporation now. Still have to register it. We are a corporation. Digital Systems is all about websites. Now we're a corporation. We're a holdings company. We have a lot of divisions, but we'll get into divisions in later episodes when it really gets important. But now we're still telling the story of my downfalls and my uprising, like that. So, okay. Fast forward. Kapatia has an idea of something like Street Eats, not what we have developed Street Eats to be now, but something along the lines of Street Eats. Basically, digital logistics. Yeah, we're handling the logistics of a business on the digital platform, on the digital side. Not because we're offering them a truck. No. We are very small for that now. But like digital logistics of running fast food chains. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into people still out there. You'll see Street Eats when Street Eats launches, but have anticipation. Is that the right term? Be anticipated for what's coming. Yeah, it's really gonna be something big. I hope it's gonna be something big. Yeah, but somewhere I even had SAORBS student solutions, which I was doing with Onsi. And that never really materialized because of school, amongst other factors. There were some other factors, but Onsi is a girl from school who we actually, you know what? Let me get back on that. I'm gonna contact her. I've spoken to her in a while, but I'm gonna get back to her and tell her, let's finish what we started here. But student solutions was supposed to make us pass this year because we're really going through it as a generation. As a Mametric 2026, we're going through it. Yeah, but okay, that's fine. So we rebranded SAORBS. Now we are proper, like we're really full steam ahead at something big. I'm standing as the main founder and CEO and chief engineer because that was the whole reason we started this thing. One thing in mind, I do not have an engineering degree of any sort. I do not have professional engineering experience of any sort. I mean, you could consider it professional in terms of what we're doing because it's under the business, but I'm not a qualified engineer. But that's not what engineering is about. It is, but on me, not other people here degrees. I still want one because who doesn't want a degree that has your name? So yeah, PhD in what engineering. Yeah, I still want that, but like I'm saying now, I'm the chief engineer, but I'm not qualified. It's fine. It's fine. Then we have Ntokozo Mahoro, who's our COO, co-founder and COO. Because we started this thing together back when we were making our website and our pest. Yeah. Who's our co-founder and COO. And then we have Nozibusiso Masinga, who's our CTO, Chief Technology Officer, and our president of SAORBS Digital Systems. Digital Systems came back. We are 10%. Digital Systems came back into SAORBS even after the rebranding, but it came back as a subsidiary of SAORBS Corporation. Yeah, she's the president of that, so means she's, what a president is, man. Not a president, just South Africa. But Digital Systems is for her to run under SAORBS. Yeah, and then we have Dumelo Nyamane as our Chief Financial Officer, CFO. And then we have Ntokozo Omunye, Ntokozo Ngcobo as our Chief Marketing Officer, CMO. Check out Ntokozo there, guys. He has a brand, Timeless Age, a clothing brand. They make like sick stuff. None of them is track suit. But they have like a scuba material tracksuit set. It's dope, especially red. But yeah, check him out. I'll put his link. Yeah, shop here somewhere down there. His WhatsApp shop. So that is the 5 of us trying to make something big in South Africa. Stay tuned for other episodes that are coming hopefully very soon. I hope you enjoyed this one. I don't even know what I was talking about for half this thing because I feel like I was just yapping. But yapping, it tells a lot. Because now you know everything about a lot of experience. Not everything, but the most important. It's all about showing the failures and not just the successes. So it's great. Let me start now. Show you all the places where I flopped. And hopefully within a few months I'll be telling you all about the successes as well. Stay tuned for episode 2, which is gonna come out shortly after episode 1, depending on how episode 1 does. Bye.